And joining us now is Anja Manuel, a lecturer at Stanford University. She helped develop U.S. policy towards Afghanistan as a special assistant at the U.S. State Department. Anja, it's good to see you. Can I ask you? Can I ask you?
Thanks for having me on the show.
It's a pleasure. Can I ask you a very basic question here? You helped develop the policy, the strategy here. What's gone wrong in this relationship?
Well, I served in the State Department from 2005 to 2007. I think across administration there have been people very committed to the long-term stability of Afghanistan, and that includes both the Bush administration and the Obama administration. Unfortunately, there have been a lot of recriminations recently between Washington and Kabul, and it unfortunately makes us lose sight of what's important there and looking beyond Karzai and beyond the elections. And it makes us lose sight of all the important gains. You never hear about the 8 million children that are in school, and those things are also critical.
Okay, so Anja, those are duly noted, but what's important for us to keep in mind when we're looking to the future of that country, the future of Afghanistan?
In about 2 months, you have an historic election in Afghanistan. And while there have been some reports already of potential election rigging, overall, I think it's quite promising that a number of very thoughtful technocrats are running for president, a number of people who have great experience in Afghanistan, and I think there is real hope when you look at how engaged the Afghan public is in this election.
So let's talk about this prisoner release. On the one hand, I hear Senator McCain saying that in many cases, some of those released were caught with bomb-making materials on their hands. And on the other hand, the U.S. turned that prison over to the Afghans, which means they run it. Where do you come down on this decision from the Afghan government to release these prisoners?
I think when we made the decision to turn over the prison to Afghanistan in March 2013, that means that Afghans now have sovereignty. And as unfortunate as these incidents may be, and as much as we may disagree with them, Afghanistan needs to learn to stand on its own feet.
Interesting. So why do you think President Karzai made this decision?
It's hard to tell. He has said that he thinks some of these folks are innocent, and I think you reported that he also believes that you create Taliban by locking people up, in his view, unnecessarily. There are lots of reports of Karzai negotiating with the Taliban over the last few months.
So could this have been a bone? Could this have been a bone tossed to the Taliban as both sides are working out the relationship that the Taliban will have in the new Afghanistan in the years to come?
Absolutely. That's quite possible. Of course, it's speculation, not knowing precisely what President Karzai was thinking.
Do you think the push for, I'm trying to get at the rub and the tension and the relationship, do you think the push for a signed status of forces agreement with President Karzai and that government by the end of the year was a mistake by the Obama administration, given how Karzai has rejected it?
I think it's important to have a signed status of forces agreement. I think moving forward, the administration, if I were advising them, I would say focus on Afghanistan beyond April, after the presidential election. Plan as if you had a signed agreement, which I think our military forces are quite capable of doing. And, allow Karzai some opportunity to climb down from the branch he's put himself on by emphasizing all of the positive things that he's done for his country.
All right, Anja, good talking to you. Anja Manuel. She's a lecturer at Stanford University, joining us from San Francisco.